Hello, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the program. And today I'd like to cover how I make my YouTube videos. And the first thing I want to do is I want to show you what I do with my photos. So with my photos, I've basically copied them into a subdirectory, a folder, and I dump them in. So basically this is photos that I've obtained from my Nikon D600, D7000, maybe a few photos from my iPhone. You might even have a few internet photos that you've downloaded from the net. I've even got photos that people have sent me. And one thing you might want to do is do a little bit of editing on the photo. And a great tool which is free, well, it's included in Microsoft Office, is the Microsoft Office picture editing piece of software, which it allows you to you can auto the contrast, the brightness, the colors. It'll pick up the photo, it'll touch it up, it'll get the contrast and brightness right. And what you can also do is you can crop it. Crop it means to zoom in on one area and leave other bits out. So this is it's a really good tool to use this. So that's just the Microsoft Office picture editor. Now the next thing I use is, once you've got your picture looking right, if you're going to use these pictures in video editing software, there's no point to use files which are huge. You'll just clog the system. It'll take forever to process, and you're not going to really see any benefit. So the next thing to do is to reduce the size of the file, which means lessening the resolution. So what I normally do is, with my originals, I keep them in a directory, and I make another directory where I copy the same files in again, and I call it small, and I use a piece of software to actually resize that entire folder in one go. And it's really good software. Image Resizer 4, but there's a stack of other programs you can download off the net and use. But this is really a cool tool because it lets you process a whole subfolder. Now, a bit of warning there, fuckers. If you process these photos, there's no going back. You can't unprocess them. So if you've actually set it so it resizes the original, it'll override it. That's the reason I make a subdirectory called small and copy the originals into the small before I process it, so it can't possibly stuff up my originals. Because the originals are handy if you want to get really zoom in, or if you want to print out prints. So I like to keep both, and this is what I do. So here we go. This is image processing, and this is getting ready to make a video. You got to get your images right. So fuckers, have a look at that and tell me what you think. If you enjoy this video, like it, and I'll be bringing you a series of videos on how I make YouTube clips. Thanks, fuckers.